Perfection paralysis is a trick your mind plays on you, an attempt to keep you safe whenever you are about to put a piece of yourself into the world. I see this in all of my friends and family, and it may even be a part of your life. It's the musician who won't release his music because it's not perfect. It's the entrepreneur who builds a website but never launches it. It's the singer who's afraid to sing in public. It's the architect whose blueprints are never good enough. We all have the desire to create something special, and nothing in this world is perfect. But in this day and age, we have Photoshop, Instagram, YouTube, and through the screen it looks perfect. But it's not even close. Imagine if Thomas Edison invented the light bulb and was too afraid to show the world his invention because it wasn't bright enough. Listen to me. You got a special gift, a unique talent. And I know putting yourself on the line is scary and hard. People might judge you. Friends might leave you. But let me ask you this. Do you believe in it? Do you believe that you're someone special? Do you believe that one day you will make a difference? Because I know that deep down inside you have that ability. And I'm here today to tell you that you're good enough. And you gotta give yourself permission to try. You don't have to convince me. You gotta convince yourself. Start acting as if your life has an expiration date. Because it does. And trying to make your dream just perfect won't ever happen. So start realizing that putting something in this world decently is better than putting nothing into this world at all. And you'll adjust and you'll move along, because the largest trees start from the smallest seeds, but the seeds are useless unless you plant them.
Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Whatever a man desires, he can achieve. History has proven that if a man sets his heart to anything, he gets it done. But there are 7 key excuses people tell themselves why they cannot achieve success. Because anytime you take your eyes off your goal, what you see is an obstacle. The first excuse people tell themselves why they cannot achieve success is that I am not good enough. But honey, there are people less talented, less as smart as you are, who achieve the same results that you seek. You don't need to know all the hows, you don't need to have all the skills in life to get started. The second excuse people tell themselves why they cannot achieve success is I don't have enough time. But you see, when people say I don't have enough time, or when people say I don't have time, they have not stated a fact but a priority. Because we all have the same 24 hours. You can't create more time. We can only make use of what we already have. So anytime you say you don't have time for something that is important to you, you have just stated a priority. Saying that that thing is not as important as what you are doing presently, because success doesn't come from having time, it comes from making time. The third excuse people tell themselves why they cannot achieve success is I don't have the money. But you see, I don't have the money doesn't cut it. When are you going to have the money? Because you see, you told yourself this same excuse 10 years ago. You said I don't have the money, until now you still don't have the money. You see, money is not a miracle, money is a product. The same way poverty is not a problem, poverty is just a product. It's just the outward display of something that is going on the inside. So as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. We are just a reflection of our thoughts. So if you don't have enough money on your inside, you cannot bring it out on the outside. Robert Kiyosaki said that if your idea is good enough, money would flow to you. The fourth excuse people tell themselves is I don't know the right people. But you see, you are not a tree. We're not planted at a fixed position. Whoever you know right now, you can change it. Whoever you don't know also, you can also change it. Don't focus too much on the right time. Focus on the right action. Because in every time, there is always a right action to take. You don't need to focus on getting all the timing right. You just need to focus on the right action. Because even if you're having a bad day, you're going through a bad time, there is a right action you should take. So even if you're in low times, there is a right action. Ask yourself, what is the right action to take? What is the action that people who own small businesses take? What is the action that people at my level take at this time to get them off their feet? So at every time in life, there is always a right action. One thing successful people have mastered is the ability to make right decisions and take right action regardless of the time. So if you keep waiting for favorable conditions, you keep waiting for the right time, you will never get started. You see, we get started and things begins to fall in place. The timing begins to fall in place because we got started. The fifth excuse people tell themselves is it is not easy. But you see, honey, truly success is not easy. Nobody's gonna hand it over to you on your lap, sleeping right on your bed. Whatever we want in life, we must learn to go for it. If you truly desire it, you must learn to go for it. But history has proven that if you can be resolute in your thoughts for what you want and determined in your action, nothing can stop you. Because the only thing we see after we take our eyes off our goals are obstacles. So it's not easy. You don't have to wait until it's easy. History has proven that success is achieved in times of difficulty. Great businesses are bettered in times of recession. The seventh excuse people tell themselves is I don't deserve it. But you see, you didn't deserve to wake up this morning. Neither did I. But yes, we did. So success doesn't come from what you deserve. It comes from what you demand. Don't think because you deserve it, people will hand it over to you. There are good people who still remain broke. There are good people out there in the streets with no roof on their head. But sometimes it looks as though the people who are not good enough get to achieve success. That is because they go for it and they make a demand on what they want. They don't stop until they get it done. So you don't have to deserve success. You just have to demand it.
If you hate where you are in life, then you will have to make a change. And something has to break. And that something is you. You're going to have to push past the boundaries you've set. And you will have to become someone that when you look into the mirror, you don't even recognize. Break yourself. Break your habits. And lose your mind. Everything that you've been taught needs to be thrown in the trash. See, here's what happens when we start getting comfortable. We start questioning what our purpose in life is. We lose sight of our direction and we begin self-manifesting a hatred for an unsuccessful life. We watch social media and movies dreaming about the perfect life, but what you don't see behind the glamour is the hard work. If you want your life to be the best life it could possibly be, then you are going to have to love yourself more than you have ever had before. You're going to have to rewire your thinking, and most importantly, you are going to need to accept discipline. If you hate where you are in life and you have goals that are not getting accomplished, then you are not disciplining yourself. You are not loving yourself. If you want to lose more weight, learn a new language, buy that house, or start a business, it's going to take discipline in every way. Discipline doesn't come easy, but every day we get the opportunity to grow our discipline skills. So start noticing when these moments arise and break the cycle. Accept the discipline and let it grow. Therein lies the power you're seeking. This isn't a song that you randomly found online. This isn't something that you listen to once and say, wow, that was cool. You've now been given the solution. You now have a way out of the life that you hate. But remember that this is a daily ritual that needs to be acknowledged every single day. And the rest is up to you. always waited for some extraordinary moment to happen in my life. And I'd wait around holding pain in my heart, thinking that maybe tomorrow I won't be suicidal anymore. So I waited and waited, hoping that I'd bump into the right person that would change it all. And the longer I waited, the more I realized that nothing would ever happen unless I made it happen. I'm here today to talk to you. And maybe I'm the person you need to hear. Maybe I need to tell you that the way you've been hurting yourself lately isn't the answer. Or maybe I'm the person to tell you that even though your life is at an all-time low and it feels like no one understands or cares, that there's people just like you going through the same exact thing. Because I know that's what I would have needed to hear. And now, after the storm has left, I've dedicated my life to helping people who are suicidal and hopeless. Because when I was attempting suicide, I heard a little voice in my head that said, "Someone's gonna need to hear your voice one day, Addison." And that day is today. And that person is you. I love you, and I'm here for you. Don't give up on life, because you don't know what the future holds. In 30 days, you could become a whole new person. And I know you're going through some hard times in life, and so have I. And if I decided to give up when I was at my weakest, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you. And what I'm trying to say is that right now is your extraordinary moment. Right now is when you see the bigger picture. And right now is that little spark of hope.
There are 5 key areas of goals. Now, without goals, life is aimless. Because goals create roadmap. It gives us direction. Goals are targets, things we hope to achieve. Successful people have mastered the art of goal setting. And there are 5 key elements of goal setting. Number 1, you must set the goal. You must first determine what you truly want. What is it you want? Most people know what they don't want in life, but they don't know what they want. If it is money you want, how much is it? If it is good health you want, how do you want it? You see, just saying I want to be rich, we cannot cut it. The universe doesn't understand that. You must be able to put a definite amount to the goals that you want. You must be able to put a definite amount to the things that you want. Do you want $100,000? Do you want $500,000? How much is money to you? You must set the goal. You must determine what you truly want. You see, because if you don't determine what you want, life will hand over to you anything. And you see, the only thing that grows in life without effort are weeds or things that are not wanted. And just as Les Brown said, the moment you stop fighting for what you don't want would automatically take over. So you must determine what you want. You must set the goal. And after setting the goal, the second key element of goal setting is write the goal. A goal not written down is just a mere wish. It can be done. There is a vital connection between our pen and our goals being done. You must learn to write the vision plain so that everyone can run who reads it. See, when you write your goals down, you are already 50% done with that goal. So we must learn to document our process. And in writing your goal, you must learn to write it in the affirmative. Don't write it as a future tense. Write your goal as something, as an experience you already have. Like, I'm so happy and grateful now that this is happening to me right now. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning $100,000. Then set a date to it. Write your goals in the affirmative. You must be happy and grateful. You must tell your mind that this is your reality. Because affirmation simply means you are telling the future it's happening right now. Affirmation means you are experiencing what you hope will come. After writing your goal, the third element is you must see your goal. Now, beyond thinking successful, you must learn to see yourself successful. This gets to the point where you need to establish vision boards. You need to put around you the things you want, because too many of us have been destined for success but programmed to fail. So even though we have been destined for success, the years of programming we've got leads us to failure. So you must learn to reprogram your mind by the things you see. Create a vision board. Have it all around you. Put the pictures of the things that you want. Practice these things. Learn to be comfortable with being successful. Give yourself a nice treat. Go to an expensive restaurant. Go to an expensive hotel and give yourself the feeling of your desires. You must learn to create vision boards and vision environments. Put yourself in environments that help you see yourself successful. The fourth element of goal setting is share your goal. We must learn to share our goals with people who are on the same path with us. This is the point where we can share our goals with mentors that we have access to, or you can share your goals with men and women that are like-minded, who are on the same path like you are. Learn to share your goals, because when you share your goal, it puts you in an uncomfortable position where you are forced to perform. Because certain times we want to live up to the expectations of the people who are around us. So when you share your goal, you give and you put an expectation that you must rise to meet. After sharing your goal, the last element you must learn is to act on your goal. Without actions, goals don't get done. You see, thinking cannot achieve anything. Thinking alone cannot get anything done. Nobody just by his thoughts got an extra dollar bill. As you think it, you must learn to act it. You must learn to put actionable steps to your goal. Create a to-do list. The things that you must do to achieve the results that you seek. Who do you need to call? Who are the clients you need to meet? What are the daily actions you need to take to get to your goal?
What is said here is procrastination is a deadly habit that can make one highly unsuccessful. Procrastination will make you lazy. Procrastination would make you do nothing at the end of the day, or at best, you would have done it at the wrong time. Now,
procrastination is the graveyard of every good intention.
Wow.
Good intentions are buried by procrastination. You kill your dream by procrastination. Now, let me tell you something. The same 24 hours that is given to you is given to every other person. Now, the way you use your 24 hours determines the determinant factor of what will come out at the end of the day. You see, life is like a farm. Now, whatever you are looking for, you sow it. Once you sow it, don't procrastinate, because there are things you sow now. There are things you sow during the rainy season. There are things that just, life is a product of harvest and seed time. So if you procrastinate when you are supposed to sow, you didn't sow, then when others will be harvesting, you will not be harvesting. So if you keep on procrastinating, you are burying your future. I'm here, we are here to encourage you to say you can make it. It doesn't matter what you are going through. Encourage yourself. Get up, take that bold step. You see, nothing seems to be working until you start working it. Nothing. No matter what you want to achieve in life, if you take steps, you will get help, you will get assistance. But when you lie down and begin to dream, oh, this person did not succeed. Are you that person? That man failed. Are you that man? Your life and the other man's life is not the same. The man must have failed. There are things he did not do. But this is your time, this is your season, this is your hour, this is your day, this is your life.
being easily satisfied. Being easily satisfied will make you stagnated in life, and it doesn't just end there. After stagnation come a sudden decline if efforts aren't put to it. As a student, if you get 88%, strive for more still. As a career person, even if you reach a managerial position, strive for more. As a businessman, you should know you can always make better profits. Striving for excellence isn't greed. The moment you start getting satisfied is the moment your downfall starts.
What Faith is just sharing with us, there is always a better way of doing the same thing. There's always a better way. Don't just feel satisfied. Yes, you can be contented, but don't be satisfied. You can be content, but don't be satisfied. Contentment simply means, okay, thank God for where I am right now, but there's always room for more.
A negative attitude. You are what you think. If you think negatively, then your outcome will be negative.
Yeah.
If you think you can't make it, there is hardly anything anybody can do about it.
You need to take good talk. Many years ago, I started practicing it in my life. No matter what it is, there's always something good around. So dwell on those things. Whatever it is good, whatever it is lovely, whatever it is attractive, whatever it is beautiful, think on those things, because your mind moves towards the direction of your dominant thought. Whatever you take thought in, as a man thinketh, so he is. If you think you can't make it, nobody can make it for you. It's your business to make it. And we are saying you can make it. Okay. Because you see, the life of a seed is in a seed. You know, seed does not wait for external force to come and make him grow. That seed that you have in your hand, inside that seed is a tree. Inside that seed is a forest. Inside that tree is actually a big city, but it's just in one seed. Every time I look at our life, when we begin to look, once upon a time, I was just 4 kg in my mother's hand. Before you know it, I begin to grow. And you want to know how many kg I weigh today? My mother can't even reach my left hand. So it's very important for you to know you can make it. Everything is locked up inside of you. And that's why I believe in you that is listening to me right now. I believe in you. You might not believe in yourself. We believe in you. And that's why we are talking about all of these negative habits you need to share this with. And when you drop these things, you start seeing you fly light and you will get to your destination. Hello.
Laziness is a sister to procrastination. Being lazy means you won't work, and if you won't work, you can't be successful. Success doesn't fall from the sky. You ought to work for it. A big person who wants to shed weight ought to work for it. For every success in life, there ought to be work done. Stop waiting for luck. And according to Thomas Jefferson, I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have for it. Now, laziness is a sister to procrastination.
You have to walk your way. He that does not walk, let him not eat. It doesn't just come on you. And truly, nobody owe you nothing. When I recognized that, do you know, I started talking to my mom. I remember I would call my mom and say, thank you for not aborting me. Just not aborting me alone, that you brought me to this life. You have tried. Listen to me. Nobody owe you anything. Get engaged. Get engaged. There is no future for spectators. Have you ever gone to look at football? Those that go to look at football, and when they finish, they share gold for everybody. No, to be a fan. And I tell you something, if you don't apply your life, you not only be a fan, you'll be a hit at the end of the day. So it's very important for you to know that lucky died a long time ago. It was not lucky to continue living. Life cannot be sustained by luck. Life can be sustained by work. So work does not kill a man. You hear when Faith was saying that God will say, well done, not welcome. You don't tell him, lazy man, welcome. A lazy man does not deserve welcome. Coming from where? Where are you going to? So the truth of it is, you have to apply yourself. And you must have this, don't have this entitlement mentality that have made a lot of people lack productivity. Anything your hand find to do it well. Somebody give you a job to do, make sure you satisfy. Customer satisfaction. Those that put money in front never make money. Satisfy your customer. You will see more job. The man you are dealing with today, that you are handling his work. You see, you will be poor when you deal with a slack hand. When you can't handle, you can't finish what is given to you, you remain a poor person. And poverty is self-afflicted. Poverty starts from the mind. When your mindset is an entitlement mentality, as if somebody owe you, you start counting your brother's cars, you start counting how many houses your sister have. Listen to me, that you are from the same father, you are from the same mother, does not mean that your load in life, somebody have been giving birth to so that I can carry your load. It's not possible. So you have to apply yourself. Work. It's easy to help a man that have 20 naira looking for 25 naira than to help a man that have nothing at all. It's very easy. So it's easy to that man to attract help. If you work, you attract help. When you are lazy, help run from you. help from you.
Are only a dreamer. There is nothing wrong in being a dreamer, but when all you do is dream, then that's a dangerous habit. Dream big dreams rather, but don't fail to work for it.
It's good to dream, but don't stay there. If you dream too much, wake up from that dreamland and come to reality.
Yeah.
Apply yourself to your dream. You see, the dream that you don't talk about, that does not take your time to work for it, is not a dream that you can actualize. The dream you don't talk about, you can't work it to fulfill it. But if you keep on dreaming and don't work it, you might never actualize that dream. It's good to dream. Dream big dream, and do big work. You will see your dream come to pass. You can't dream big dream and do just small work and expect the big dream to come to pass. It's impossible. It can't happen. So apply yourself, dream well, and work commensurable with your dream. You will see them come to pass. I want to tell you something. Help will locate you. You can make it. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself.
You fail to recognize your weaknesses.
Yes.
If you don't recognize your weaknesses, it would get the better of you over and over again. Recognize your weaknesses and learn from it. Learn from past mistakes.
There's nobody that you can say this person is perfect. I will not sit there telling you, oh, we are perfect, everything is all right. But we know that God will make everything all right for us. That's our trust. We trust in Him. And if you trust in God, you don't live on your own understanding. And as you acknowledge Him, your step is directed. So we tell you can make it, you can succeed. It doesn't matter what is happening. We have shared great things with you today that you can meditate. You have to believe. Now listen, you might doubt every other person. Don't doubt it. You must have that self-worth, self-development that makes you believe that you will see God's goodness in the land of the living. It doesn't matter what is happening. A lot of people today, where maybe they are in a relationship, because you don't believe in yourself, you don't know yourself, you are looking at somebody to tell you he loves you. Now you must love you first. A man cannot vomit what he has not eaten. You must love me first. Before you love me, I need to love me first. Now it's me first, because if I don't love me, I cannot give what I don't have. So when somebody tells you I love you, the next question you ask the person, do you love you? Because if that person has said, hey, he has no value for himself, so that person can never give you value.
See, life is not a spectator sport, it's a full contact sport. So if watching is all you're going to do, then you're going to watch your whole life go by without ever taking off. The truth is, there is no practice sessions and you've been in the game already from your day one. See, what dreams do is to inspire you to build a life bigger than what you have now. But dreams without taking action are just dreams. If you want to achieve your goals, you need to shift from dreaming to doing, because then and only then can you make a sea change of difference in your life. There is no reward for spending huge portions of your life in frustrated rationalization and calculating your way around what is best for your life and then leaving things up to chance. Leaving things up to chance is the lazy man's mantra. The successful man takes action every day until his dream is fulfilled. Yes, sometimes your mind keeps telling you the conditions are not right. You pick the wrong path. Nothing you do will ever make a difference. You are trapped. People are already doing it better. It won't work. You're not good enough. But do you not understand that even when we fail, we grow from failure and get back to the rings? We are not gods creating worlds. We are humans like the Wright brothers. We go out into the field with one design, crash, and then go back again. So, brothers and sisters, what is your dream? Do not settle with the excitement of your imagination and living out the language of doing. Because 20 minutes of doing something is more valuable than 20 hours of